Landmark legislation advances the health of women and children, the financial security of families, and really the dynamism of our American economy. And its passage, which, while long overdue, is particularly urgent as the lives and livelihood of so many.
Many businesses are now raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour. President Biden and a bipartisan group of senators are currently negotiating on the new infrastructure package. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. I hope all of you are having a great day so far. Here's your fourth stimulus check update. Now, the clock is ticking this week on President Biden's goal of reaching an agreement with Republican lawmakers in Congress to support some, if not all, of his massive infrastructure proposal. After weeks of outreach by White House aides to lawmakers in Congress, President Biden is meeting with Republican senators this week, whose input could shape the outlines of any final bill. Everybody, do you believe that President Biden should include a fourth stimulus check in his next infrastructure package? And of course, a $200 increase in your Social Security benefits? Tell me in the comments down below, everybody. But there are a number of reasons to be optimistic that Biden can reach an agreement with Republicans, especially if the president agrees to split the massive $1.8 trillion American Jobs Plan package into two or more separate bills. But with each passing day, the partisan divide grows deeper over how to pay for the much-needed infrastructure investments. Democrats have so far rejected a Republican proposal to fund the plan through user fees, with White House officials saying this amounts to a tax hike on middle-class Americans who drive. Instead, Democrats propose raising the corporate tax rate and closing loopholes that would effectively mean corporations and the very richest Americans pay for the plan. But Republicans say that any changes to the low tax rates enacted in their 2017 tax cut bill are a non-starter. What do you think about this, everybody? How do you think the federal government should pay for the infrastructure bill? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Advocates and analysts on both sides of the aisle say that there are no visible areas of overlap between the Democratic and Republican funding plans. Early this week, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki reaffirmed that the search for a bipartisan compromise is coming directly from Biden himself. Psaki told reporters he is quite open, as is evidenced by the fact that he invited Republican senators to meet with him in the White House later this week. President Biden is very open to having a discussion about it and where they can find an agreement and move forward. Everybody, after meeting with Democratic senators like Joe Manchin and Tom Carper, Biden is expected to discuss infrastructure in future meetings with Chuck Schumer and Senate Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, and even House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Biden would then meet with an additional 6 Republican senators to talk about a potential compromise on Thursday. If reconciliation is used, Democrats do not need Republican support for the bill to pass. Now, a lawsuit was filed recently by a group of workers and advocacy groups. They asked a judge to issue an order that would raise the state's minimum wage to $12 by 2022. The group claims state lawmakers illegally amended legislation brought forth via a successful petition drive in 2018. Minimum wage workers became the frontline workers throughout the crisis, so it is definitely important that lawmakers work on passing a federal minimum wage hike. President Biden already supports raising the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour. An increase in minimum wage was included in the third stimulus relief proposal. But the Senate parliamentarian told senators that the policy did not have a significant enough effect on the federal budget to be included as part of the $1.9 trillion relief bill. Should the minimum wage be increased to $15 an hour? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below, folks. But thank you for watching, and until next time, have a great day and stay safe. I truly appreciate everyone's amazing support. And if you guys believe that the Social Security benefits must be raised by $200 a month, then let's get this video to 1,000 likes.
Now, Mr. President, on an entirely different matter, while senators were back in our home states last week, the Washington Post ran this headline: Chinese greenhouse gas emissions now larger than those of developed countries combined.